You can improve your looks. There's always room for improvement. You don't need to settle just because other people live a certain way, you know, other people don't dress up. If you want to stand out above the rest, then it's obvious that you're going to have to do a little bit more than other people. Wonyoung is, she always looks good, and you can tell that she puts a lot of work and effort into her looks. Something happens when you make yourself a priority to improve your looks, not just outside but inside. Some people are beautiful on the outside, but inside they're nasty, they're mean, they cannot enjoy life, and that person isn't beautiful. But when you find a person who's happy, who's content, who is loving, and also the outside reflects that, that person is mesmerizing. Changing your limiting beliefs. If you think that you're ugly, that's gonna reflect to you in your reality. There are a lot of people who are out there fishing for compliments. They're like, oh my gosh, I look so ugly, I don't know what to do. Then that is going to be your reality. You need to change the inside and start believing that you're beautiful. By the fact that you're human, you're beautiful. So one way you can do this is start saying affirmations. Every day, choose a time. It could be when you're getting ready in the morning or in the evening when you're getting unready, and start saying affirmations and say it with feeling. Think about, like, if you were the most beautiful girl in the world, how would you feel? That's what I do. I'll be in front of the mirror, getting ready, or when I've come back from home, I'm getting ready to shower. I'll be like, I'm beautiful, I'm mesmerizing, I'm attractive, I'm beautiful inside and out. And I'll say this over and over again with feeling, and over time you'll start to reprogram your mind so that you'll start just feeling it, you know. Be ready to take compliments. When somebody tells you that, oh my gosh, you're so beautiful, if you find yourself being like, oh no, look, this whole thing, oh no, it's just for today, oh no, if you push away compliments from yourself, it means that you don't believe you're beautiful. You're not ready to accept that. You're not ready to receive. Feminine energy is about receiving. So you receive them, say thank you, and feel it. At first it will feel uncomfortable, but once you get used to it, that will be part of the confirmations to your subconscious mind that yes, she's beautiful. When people compliment her, she accepts it. She believes that she's beautiful. And eventually you'll start to feel like the most beautiful woman in the room. And that's so amazing, because my goal is to have every woman on this earth feel like they're the most beautiful woman in the room. Journal. You're gonna journal on some of the limiting beliefs that will pop up, because when you start saying these affirmations, limiting beliefs are gonna pop up. You're going to feel like this isn't true, I'm not beautiful. So you're gonna start asking yourself, who told me this? Is this a story that I've been told by maybe my parents, by my siblings, by my friends? Who told me this? Change your concept of what is beautiful. You can't just have one way that you think beautiful will manifest itself. Look at nature. When you see flowers, they're beautiful. When you see the sky, they're beautiful. Not everything has to look alike to be beautiful. Okay, when you define beauty for yourself and say that for me, this is what I find beautiful. Beautiful is when I take care of myself, when I'm happy, when I'm content, when I'm grateful, when I'm blessed, when I'm hydrated. Then when you do those things, you'll start to feel beautiful. Visualize the best version of yourself. These are you who exists, who loves herself, who carries herself with grace, who embraces her feminine energy, her goddess energy. That version of you, picture it in your mind. The more you picture it, the more it will start to change things in your life, start to inform how you carry yourself. Who will fight you on this? Because you're changing and you're improving on yourself. So people will start to be like, oh my gosh, you're not the way you used to be, I miss the old you. That's because you're now operating on a different level, on a different frequency. So those people, you can no longer match, because those people will feel uncomfortable. You'll trigger something in them. Maybe they don't take care of themselves and they see you taking care of themselves, and that makes them feel really, really bad. So they'll try and bring you back down. So don't be surprised if you find people, it could even be family members, saying, what are you trying to do? You're not a person who does this. You're not a person who's allowed to look good. When you see that happening, just know you're doing something right. Now that we've done the mental work of the transformation, physical part, the actual things you're gonna do to change your life, the habit. One of those things is your posture. And you can search this up, but apparently these weird criminals and predators can tell whether someone is, you know, confident, whether they have low self-esteem, whether they have a bad family life, just by their posture, how they walk over there. So it's very important that you make sure your posture exudes confidence and that you love yourself. Just for me, I stand on a wall like this and I lean my back on it and my head, the back of my head, and make sure it's touching the wall. At first, it may even feel very tight, very uncomfortable. Stay like that for about a minute and then walk off the wall, maintaining that posture. That is your ideal posture. Another way you can improve your posture is just simply by working out. You can tell sometimes athletes don't even try and fix their posture. They just have certain postures. You can tell somebody who's a swimming athlete or somebody who's a figure skating athlete. So working out will strengthen those muscles in your body that give you good posture. Where they'd be weak and you just find yourself slumping, it becomes more natural for you to sit upright. Another thing is taking care of your hair, skin, and nails. One, make sure they're clean. Every week have a reset routine where you take care of your hygiene, you clip your nails, you do your hair, you wash your hair. Depending on the type of hair you have, obviously we don't all wash our hair the same, but just make sure it's clean according to your hair type. And another way is to make sure you're eating healthy. Some vitamins like biotin are available in food. 2 boiled eggs will give you your daily requirement for biotin. So make sure you're eating your protein, your healthy fats. You have some omega-3 supplements, especially if you're a woman. These also help regulating your mood. And probiotics, take your yogurts, your kombucha, or whatever probiotics you can find. Your sleep, make sure you're getting 8 hours a day. And I work a 9 to 5, but I get my 8 hours. During the weekday, by 9:30, I'm in my room getting ready for bed. Because I know how important it is to have sleep. My performance will be affected, my skin will be affected, how plump it looks. I once took such an ugly picture of myself. My skin was looking like sagging because I was jumping around and I was like, what's going on? I had done an all-nighter. Another thing is to make sure you always have sunscreen. And the thing is, sunscreen will expire after 2 hours unless you keep reapplying it. I don't reapply my sunscreen. What I do is I carry a hat. So when I'm in the sun, knowing that my sunscreen may not be effective after some time, I always wear a hat. Body weight, okay? As you can see, not all of us have to be one young size. Just make sure you're a healthy weight for you. And you can do that easily by just eating healthy, reducing the amount of junk food you do, and then take more steps in a day. One thing that completely made me have my dream body was just by taking a certain amount of steps every day, going for a leisurely walk. I'm having fun in nature and I'm maintaining my body weight. Isn't that like the best of both worlds? So you can start taking a walk every day, and you can start also, if you're not a teenager, that is, you can try doing intermittent fasting. I do the 16-8 method. You don't have to do that. You could just make sure you're eating healthy food that will make you feel good in your body. I think there was a scientific study that showed that when you eat food and then you notice how it makes you feel, and then you eat more of those foods that make you feel good, naturally you start eating things that are good for you, and those people naturally lost weight. Another thing is your communication. The feminine way of communication is not as verbal as you'd think, because 90% of our communication is nonverbal, but a lot of us don't know that. I myself included. I'm a lawyer, so I'm very used to talking, yapping. I can be a professional yapper if I decide. But what I found is you can communicate without talking. Isn't that fun? Somebody comes up to you and they're doing something you don't like. You don't have to be like, oh my gosh, I don't like that. Get out of my face. It's as easy as like, you know, just moving away from them. You lose that smile on your face and they'll notice they've done something wrong. That was mind-blowing for me. Recently, I got somebody to stop doing something just by my body language. I just moved away and I was immediately like, and then I go, so sorry, I didn't mean to do that. So you can learn the art of communication. You can communicate with your energy. Being grateful and content. Though we want to level up our looks, being grateful for what you have is going to stop you from ruining your looks. Some people out here are not confident about their looks, so they think that going to get plastic surgery and, you know, all manner of treatments is gonna fill that void inside of them. No, you have to love yourself first. And then if you decide that you want to do something, you want to change something, then it will be an informed decision. It won't be just like you're trying to chase, you know, this looks, or you're trying to do what so-and-so is doing. If you accept yourself and you realize that everybody has a different standard of beauty, then you won't be chasing all these other things. You'll be content in yourself. And from that contentment, if you decide to make a decision, that kind of decision, then it's up to you, right? As long as it feels good within you and you're not trying to fill a void that inner work should do. You can learn how to do makeup. It isn't how you have YouTube these days. You don't have to do the most complicated looks. I have 3 looks that I do all the time. Like when I want to look fully glammed, I have the lashes that I like. I'll put on some lashes. And then that will be my fully glam look. Then I have the middle where I put some eyeshadow and, you know, some lipstick and do my eyebrows and everything. And then I have like the bare minimum where I don't feel like doing makeup, but I still want to look put together. That one is just my eyebrows, some winged liner, and some lip gloss. That is enough for me. So I have different looks based on what I want to accomplish. And for me, it's fun. I have fun looking at makeup video. There's this YouTube video. It's called Sichan Makeupaholic. She makes such good tutorials. And I just learn along the way different makeup looks. Like, somebody who has no idea how to do makeup, is as easy as taking some lip gloss and, you know, just filling in your eyebrows a little bit. Less is more. And making sure your skin is, you know, moisturized and looking good. Putting on some mascara and you look good, right? Iron your clothes. Something, iron your clothes. Don't forget that the most expensive piece of clothing can look cheap if it's crumpled up and frumpy. So, and the most cheapest piece of clothing can look very expensive because it's ironed. So looking put together, and then have fun with it. Have fun, make it fun. Make this self-care routine part of what is fun for you. 2 people, you can literally do the same thing, but because of our attitude about it, we get different results. So for you, dressing up and looking cute is hard work, but for me, it's fun. Literally my blood vessels will expand when I'm doing it, and, you know, there'll be more blood flowing. I'll be feeling really good. While you think it's stressful, they're constricting and your blood pressure is going up just because you do, and we're doing the same thing. So change your mindset about these things. Start to think that it's fun, that you get to take care of you. Instead of saying, I have to do this, say, I get to be feminine. Thank God I get to be a woman. I get to wear beautiful clothing. I get to take care of my hair. I get to have, you know, I get to be in my feminine energy. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you're looking for somewhere to start your inner work, working on your mental state, your mindset, you can start with the affirmation manifestation journal. I took down over, I think, almost 200 videos that I'm going to put in that course, in the affirmation manifestation journal. So don't worry, they're still there. If you've watched them before, you still have the link. They're just unlisted from my channel. So I hope you have a beautiful week ahead of you. Bye.